Good morning, aloha from Hawaii. My wife and I are on a getaway in Oahu, and I figured there's no better place to do a little intro video. So, hello. Welcome to another installment of Bryce and Vendel Outdoors. This is the 2021 Javelina hunt, and in honor of this Javelina hunt, I am wearing a brand new t-shirt from my buddy at Huntador, Ramon. Ramon just started this company within the last 6 months and is already putting out a bunch of really cool designs of shirts. Starting to get some hats in. Looking forward to grabbing one of those myself. More than anything, I love the way that these t-shirts feel. Super soft, and then they fit really well. So get over there and show him a little bit of love. Huntador.com. And I hope you guys enjoy this next episode of this video. So on this video, I head out to southern Arizona, kind of right by my house, and in search for both deer and javelina, and end up getting a pig on my last day that I had to hunt, and ended up getting it done pretty close to our family ranch, so you might see that in the background. But anyway, I'm gonna get back to sunning on the beach. Aloha. Morning, ladies and gents. 8:30, January 4th, here in Arizona, southern Arizona. So in Arizona, January, you can get an archery deer tag. If you get drawn for pig, you can have a pig tag. Buy a mountain lion tag over the counter. You can hunt coyotes. You can hunt quail. January is a special time for us Arizonans and for the out-of-staters that like to come in and enjoy it with us. So getting a little bit of a late start this morning. We're gonna go do a little glassing. It's a super crisp morning, like 28 degrees. And might as well get out and see what we can find this morning. Probably gonna end up glassing the north and west facing slopes of our mountains, the Grams. Beautiful mountain range that I can see right now just from my house. Boom, there they are. Every canyon has deer, every canyon has pigs. So we're gonna go see if we can find some. We're just driving to the spot, and this little mealy buck just popped out. Skyline. Probably hard for you to see him, but he's, I think, a little forkhorn. See if there's any other bucks with him. This is a pretty easily accessible spot, so I don't expect to find any giants out here. If I do, I'll be surprised. But no, might as well get out, do a little glassing, check out this new spot. We're gonna stick probably close to the road just for now, just to let the glass do the walking for now. So let's see what we find. While I'm sitting here glassing, figured we'd have a little talk about coos deer hunting. So it's January 4th. January is when these deer really start rutting. Some people say, end of December, January, but I think the majority of the rut is in January. J. Scott Outdoors. If you haven't heard of J. Scott, go look up J. Scott Outdoors podcast. And he has so much amazing information about coos deer hunting. He just goes on and on about the specific little details that make so much of a difference. And he says that right around that second, third week of January, I think, is really when they start turning on. And if he was going to pick a single week to hunt in January, that's when he would come. And he's somebody who knows what he's talking about. Right now it's like 9:30 in the morning. It's starting to warm up. It's probably still only like, I don't know, 40, 45 degrees. These deer could be up moving a little bit. Typically, they'd be probably bedded by now, especially the bigger bucks. But the one caveat when it comes to deer hunting, if you've done it before, is when the rut is on, anything goes. These deer will be up running all day long. They'll be moving around, They'll be looking for does. They'll be cruising. The other thing that I think is important to remember is, so I'm in an area right now, it's about an hour drive from my house. I'm sure it's been pounded with hunters all year. There's I don't know exactly how many rifle tags in this unit, but I guarantee that people have been hunting in there, and there's fresh tracks in here already from this last week. But when it comes to the rut, I honestly think these deer will come out of the woodwork, out of their hiding places, and start cruising for does, and you'll see bucks in areas that you don't really expect. I still think that it's important to get away from people and, you know, get deep into country. But when the rut is on, these deer are a little dumber, and they'll be out on these slopes. Right now I'm looking at a northeast facing slope. There's a couple of cuts in it that are nice and thick, but there's also some open faces as well. Haven't seen anything yet. I'd be probably surprised to see something moving around, moving around and cruising right now. But once again, these deer in the rut will do whatever they want. Also looking for pigs, and so we'll keep our eyes peeled for those too. Finally spotted the first deer of the morning. Gonna have to find it again. It's amazing how fast these deer disappear. There she is. We're looking in the sun a little bit, but you can see this deer. Let's see if I can zoom in on her. Looking in the sun always seems to pay off. These deer like to be in the shade. Even on a cold day today. This one's in the shade, kinda. I think she's alone. I'll look to see if there's any bucks around her. Keep an eye on her for a second. Not a bad little glassing spot right here. But I know there's better ones. So I think we're going to, I'll load back up in the truck and just drive up this road. I have a feeling I'm kind of running out of real estate with how far I can get my truck back in here, which is fine. We might have to do just a little walking. One doe and then a doe and a fawn is what I spotted from here. So we'll keep going and see what we can find. It gets really thick up here, which means for me two things. Deer can hide better, which means they get bigger, but they're harder to find. So we'll see how this country turns out. 12:15, and made a little push up this ridge to this little glassing point, and just picked up a small little 2-point. Get the camera on real quick. That buck needs a couple more years to grow, but I think he's like a 2.5-year-old, and he's already a 3-point, and his eye guards are super long. So that deer might be worth finding again one day. And also tells me that the genetics in here might be pretty good. So I'm gonna keep glassing, see what else I can find, but not a bad little deer. All right, made it back into town. That's gonna be it for today. Hopefully I can get out in the next couple of days. Tuesday, tomorrow, I've got, I think, some honeydews and errands. Maybe I can get out there for a couple hours or something on Wednesday. We'll see, and then back to work Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we will see if we can get back out. It's about 9:30 this morning, and it is a beautiful, crisp day. And I'm gonna try to go out and find some pigs and some deer again this morning. I have a new toy playing around with. I'm holding it in my hand right now, and it's a pretty awesome new camera. So, kind of learning curve with this camera. It's something that I haven't really had any experience with before, but I got a nice Nikon mirrorless camera. So hopefully some better footage nowadays than what I was getting on my phone. And then got a Nikon lens that I'm gonna purchase here in the next probably month or so. And it's gonna be like a 200 to 500 lens. So hopefully get some good footage of some animals from here on out. Just getting things packed up, and I'm gonna head out. So see ya. All right, about 5-10 minutes away from the truck. Just making my way to this big long ridge right in front of me. I saw those pigs earlier this year. They were kind of bedded down up on this ridge in some thick stuff. So I'm hoping to get to a spot where I can set up and start glassing. It was a little too far to glass from the truck. So we're probably about a few minutes I'll get set up here. 11:30, and I've just been glassing as I've been getting closer to this ridge. Seeing 3 deer, and I think they're all does, and I have not seen any javelina yet. I think I'm just going to keep edging a little closer and then work up this drainage a little bit, and then just probably make a big circle, hit the road and come back. Gonna take a second and introduce you to my glassing setup. So I got a pair of Zeiss Conquest HDs. They are 15 by 56s. When glassing for these coos deer, it helps to have a little extra glass, like this 15 power. And then I just picked up recently this slick carbon fiber tripod, and I've been really impressed with how much of a difference it makes in regards to weight in my pack. So that's what I've got. And then I've got the Vortex Razor. Let's see, this is the Vortex Razor HD 60, let's see, 20 to 60, is that it? 27 to 60 by 85. So that's what I'm rocking. Most of my long distance footage is on that with an adapter that I've got off of Amazon. So that's my glassing setup, and it gets the job done. Gets the job done. Alright, probably about 12:30 now, and no more deer, no more javelina. So I think I might head back to the truck and find another spot. Just set up on a new glassing point, guys. Drove up the road a little bit farther, and looking at some new country that I've never glassed before. There is a ton of country to glass. Pretty close to the road, but good looking stuff. See what we turn out. 3:30 in the afternoon. I'm wrapping things up a little early today. Gonna get home and help my wife with a couple things. But this last spot that I ended up at, ended up finding a little buck with a couple of does, and he looked like he was doing a little rutting. Oh, look at that tiny little calf. That is a little calf. So, I think the rut is starting to kick in over here. I also had a spike in at least one other deer. I never got a look at what it was, but I also had a spike in another deer walk right up on me and spooked. They saw me before I ever even saw them, and they were probably within 30 or 40 yards. So got a little footage of him. Alright, hopefully I can get out again next week. My wife is going out of town, so that might be difficult to make happen, but we'll see. How you doing, everybody? Just getting loaded up right here, headed out to do a little pig hunting and targeting some mule deer today. Just throwing everything in the truck and headed out. That's it. Not much else to say. .15, guys, no animals spotted yet. I'm up here on a nice glassing knob with tons of country to glass. It's pretty windy though this morning, so I think things are probably going to be bedded up. So nothing spotted yet, just a bunch of cows. But pretty awesome country. Finally picked up the first deer of the morning. Looks like 5 or 6 does. Expected to see a buck with them, but no bucks, just does. So we'll keep looking. Get a little footage of them real quick. Well, I came off the hill and got in the truck, and gonna drive up the road a bit and see if we can find something else. Just those 6 does. That's all there was. But with the weather, maybe they're all bedded up. So just gotta keep looking. All right, guys. I was just driving down the road and saw a group of pigs up on the hill. So I'm gonna go after them right here. They're probably about, I don't know, 200 yards from me right now. So hoping I can get close. We will see how this turns out. Probably not gonna get a lot of full footage because I'm all by myself. And gonna be tough, but we'll see how it goes. Pig season 2020 is over. Took two shots. Wind's probably pretty bad, so I don't know how much you're hearing, but first shot was kind of quartering to me. And I didn't get great penetration. Second shot was right in the boiler room. She's done. Got it done, guys. I told you I was going to drop blood with this old bow. And these arrows are probably 15 years old. Sorry if this is a terrible audio. Kind of a cold, nasty day out here for us. So gonna get her taken care of and get her back to the house. Got a couple of chores to take care of first. I want to introduce you guys to something very important when you're cleaning pigs. So we're gonna get right in here, kind of on, let's see, the back side. This tuft of hair. And if you look real closely, right in there, that's the musk gland on a javelina. That is what you have to avoid completely when you're skinning your pig. And if you don't, your meat is going to taste terrible.